All right, here we are. It is Tuesday, October 6th, and we have a great full body routine for us that entails some strength, a full body complex, and then a short climb the ladder WOD. I am pasting the warm-up in the chat for you all. We are going to do our normal 40 seconds on, 20 seconds of transition. We're going to start with a jump rope or a jog if you're outside for 40 seconds. We are going to move into some deadlifts with a single dumbbell. You only need a single dumbbell or kettlebell for the entire warm-up. I'll walk us through some of the movements. And I think that we've done them all in previous iterations. I'm just going to remind us real quickly, we have an alternating devil's press, which we have done before, but that's just with the one arm in the dumbbell, and you're going to go all the way down, jump back, touch the chest with the push-up, and then swing up, come all the way up, rotate arms, and repeat. We also have a deadlift and Russian swing mix. So for the deadlift, we'll just hold the top of the dumbbell and send our hips back and touch and stand. Halfway through, we're going to switch to a Russian swing with the dumbbell. So you can go ahead and just grip it around the handle with both hands and swing like you would a normal kettlebell. Same motion, same rotation. Okay. Everything else we should be good. With the 20-second transition, I will talk you through the changes. I'm just going to set up the clock. You all can get the weights that you need to get the appropriate warm-up going. And we are going to start with our jump rope, or you could do penguin claps again, or just go ahead and do a short jog. But we're starting with that cardio piece. In 10. No, that's not very good. Jump rope. 3, 2, 1, go. And done. Next move is our deadlifts. Halfway through, we're going to swing, do a Russian swing. So again, you're going to hold the top of the dumbbell and really protect our back, shoot our hips back. Go. So right here, touch that dumbbell to the ground, control it all the way. Hinge at the hips, send that load back into your hamstrings and glutes. Now change your hold and start that Russian swing. So I'm just gripping around the handle with both hands, still hinging at my hips, driving my legs through the ground to straighten my knees and squeeze my glutes. All right, swing that down. Next up is just a goblet squat. So you're going to go ahead and hold the top of your dumbbell. And we're warming up our legs. This is squat-tober. And go. And don't feel bad about taking a second just to loosen everything up at the bottom. We're sending our legs, our knees out, and then also pushing out on them as you come up. like an external rotation. I think about corkscrewing my feet into the ground. All the way up, squeeze the quads, squeeze the glutes. Good form on your back all the way down. Chest should be up. One, rest. Next, we're going to do a push press. So we'll have the weight holding by the two heads of the dumbbell. And we're just going to use that dip drive. And then halfway through, we're going to switch to a push jerk and jump underneath it. So start with the push press, dip and drive, and push up ahead, lock your elbows out. Biceps should be by your ears. And now we're going to switch to the push jerk. So we're going to jump under it and stand with it. So dip drive, catch it when you're still in your quarter squat, and stand up with it. Okay. Both of those movements are in our strength complex later. We're going back to jump rope for this round. So if you can, start working in your double unders. 3, 2, 1, go. And rest. Next up is your bent over row. So you're just going to go ahead and take your dumbbell, hold both heads, stand up with it, send your hips back, and then pull that weight to your sternum. Squeeze those shoulder blades together at the top. I have a tight core, so I'm protecting my low back. Nice squeeze at the top. And 3, 2, 1. Stand up with it first so you don't put that pressure on your back. Now we're going into a single dumbbell floor press. So you're going to get on your back. And this is just like a bench press on the floor. We get down, both heads of the dumbbell are on. And you're just going to press up so those elbows hit the floor. You can scale up by going into a bridge and working your glutes. Squeeze your glutes together as well. That'll also lower the focus of your strength or the concentration in your chest. Exhale on the way up. Three, 2, 1, rest. And then last round, we're doing the alternating devil's press. So single dumbbell. We start by going down like our burpee, touch our chest, come up, swing the weight in between, and snatch it up. Go. Switch hands on the way down or on the ground is fine too. Whichever works for you. I like to switch them midway across my torso. and then initiate that swing. To get myself back in position. Three, two, one, and rest. All right. Well done. We are going to go into 2 different strength workouts. And so I'm posting that in the chat for you all to see. That's the first one. And then we'll have a 3-minute rest in between. So I'm just going to post one at a time. So it is alternating minutes. Odd minutes, we're going to do 40 seconds of double dumbbell or kettlebell bent over rows. And if you only have one with you, you'll do the same thing we just did in warm up. Even minutes, you're going to do the double dumbbell floor presses. We're going to switch the grip in our hands each time. So I will direct you with that as we go. So it's 5 rounds of each movement. Get the appropriate weight to give you the right stimulus. Just have to switch my counting on the clock. We're going to start with the odd minutes. We're starting with bent over rows. And then even minutes, we're switching over to floor press. I'm just going to take a second to grab my weights, get the appropriate response that we need. First time, we're going to switch. I'm going to give it to you. And we're going to switch grips every round. All right, good to go? Susan, I see you. Every now and then I get a glimpse of your face. It looks like you're working out by candlelight over there. All right, here we go. So we're starting with bent over rows with an overhand grip. So your knuckles should be facing away from your body, just like you were holding a barbell. Normal grip with our dumbbells. And then we'll also use that same grip when we go into our floor press. All right. So we are going in 10 seconds, starting with bent over rows. It's 40 seconds of work, so you want to be moving continuously in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Deadlift them up first. And then again, those palms should be facing back towards you, knuckles away, just a regular overhand grip. Halfway. Squeeze at the top, bring those shoulder blades together. 3, 2, 1, stand up with it first, and then lower it. Now we're going into our floor press. So again, if you want, you could scale up by going into a bridge. We're going to have our arms in that same overhand grip. So knuckles will be facing back. Arms come down to about 90 on the floor. And again, squeeze those glutes and get in that bridge to scale up. Really squeeze your pecs together at the top. Two, one, rest. Next, we're going to go back to the row. This time, we're going to do like a 45-degree grip. So we were here. Now we're going to just tilt them a little bit and go to this position. 3, 2, 1. Remember, deadlift up first. Then send your hips back, and you're at that 45. Just about 10 seconds. 2, 1, stand up with it first, and then lower it. Floor press, keeping that same 45-degree angle. Nice and controlled, squeeze that out at the top. 3, 2, 1. And again, scale up by going to that glute bridge. Give yourself a good base, squeeze those glutes together. All right. Okay, so next grip is going to be a neutral. So we're just holding them side by side. So just a regular, palms facing each other. Again, we're deadlifting it up first, stand with it, and then go down. I have to bring my legs a little closer together just so the dumbbells aren't hitting my knees. Three, two, one, and rest. And same grip for the floor presses now. Whew. 2, 1, go. You actually bring them in and kind of press them together. Okay. Now we're alternating arms. So one at a time. I'm going to kind of keep them in that neutral grip. So 1, 2. Stand up with it first. Hips go back. Switching weights. Five seconds. Good. Stand up with it. We're going to do the same thing on the floor press now. Alternating arms. Three, two, one, go. of rest. And now for the last round, it's your choice of a grip. I'm actually, for the dumbbell rows, I'm gonna reverse the grip and almost do like a reverse curling position, a supinated position with my hands. 2, 1, go. Almost like a chin up. Pull in a little more bicep in this movement when you have your hands like this. Even though we're in fall, we can still work our arms. 2, 1, stand up. That was the last round for the bent over rows. For the floor press, again, you could pick. I'm gonna go back to that neutral grip. I'm really gonna squeeze the weights together though to make it like a close grip press. 3, 2, 1. So I actually have my dumbbells touching. And you can pick what works for you. This gives a little more concentration to the inner pec. Also focuses to the tricep a little more. Really squeeze on top. This one. All right. Very good. Got to take my glasses off. They're steaming up over here. All right. We have 3 minutes of rest here, in which time I'm going to post the next movement or the next strength movement and demo it for you. So we're going to do an EMOM. So every minute on the minute for 10 minutes, one complex that consists of 5 movements. So let me get my weights in order. I'm not using anything too heavy for me. If you don't have 2 dumbbells, you can do all of this with a single, and you do all the movements like we did in the warm-up. All right, so what does this look like? Let me make sure y'all can see me properly. We're gonna do 5 deadlifts. And I tend to like the heads to touch on the outside of my feet. Some people like Beth likes to step wider and touch them inside. You're only touching one head down. So you're gonna go down, do 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're gonna swing 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're gonna go into a hang squat snatch for 3. Squat clean rather. So down and up, down and up, down and up. Then 2 push presses. 1, 2, and then 1 push jerk. So again, it's 5 deadlifts, then 4 Russian swings, then 3 hang cleans with the squat, 2 push presses, 1 push jerk.
Eric, how would you modify the squat clean for 1?
You could just do it as a hang power clean instead of squatting, or if you have the 1 dumbbell, you could, let me get a good one here, sorry, too much equipment. So you could do it as a single and alternate hands. So you could come down,
Oh, okay.
and then each time,
Yeah.
you know, like, then the next round or the next minute start with the left hand first, something like that.
That's right. Okay, I'll do that.
Or, yeah, that's probably the best way to do it.
Yeah.
It's kind of awkward with holding it in the middle and trying to do it that way. If after the first minute you're not finishing, you should have about 15 seconds to 30 seconds, depending on how quickly you're moving and the weight you select. If you don't, you're gonna just scale everything back to 2, do 2 of everything. So 2 deadlifts, 2 swings, 2 hang squat cleans, 2 push press, 2 push jerk. All right? Questions about the movements?
And what was the count again? 5, 4, 3.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's 5 deadlifts. I'll do the first minute or 2 with you all, and then I'll stop and just check out everything to make sure we're moving well. Let me switch my weights out. All right, so every minute on the minute for 10 minutes, complex, double dumbbells, 5 deadlifts, 4 Russian swings, 3 hang squat cleans, 2 push presses, 1 push jerk. And we're gonna start in 10 seconds with those 5 deadlifts. 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Good. So that looked good. You were right on the money time-wise, Steph. 10 more seconds. We're going into the next round. 3, 2, 1, go. Make sure you're making room for your swing. Woo! Good job. Good job, Susan. That push press, you could just catch enough of it to see that it looked great. 10 more seconds. I'm going to hold back this round. 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Good, Susan. Excellent. You guys look great. I'm jumping back in. We got 15 seconds. 10. Going into round 4. 3, 2, 1, go. bit. All right. Getting ready for round 5 in 10 seconds. As you're getting more comfortable, you all are moving better with the movements. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. 1 more. Yep, halfway. Doing well. Moving into round 6, over the halfway mark. And then 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, woo! Starting to feel it. Ten seconds for round 7. In 3, 2, 1, go. Whew. You're doing great. 7 down, 3 to go. Round 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Two to go. Round 9 and 10. 3, 2, 1, go. Stick with it, 1 more to go. Last round, 10 and 10. One more complex. 3, 2, 1, go. Well done. Grab some water. That was 15 reps around, 10 rounds, 150 reps. And now we get, hey, 5-minute rest. Woo! That was some work, y'all. I'm feeling it. I even took a round off, so I know you all are feeling it. All right. I'm going to post the WOD in here. Make sure you're hydrating. Get some water. We are going to finish off prior to mobility. Yeah, I'm feeling it in my low back too, Steph. So the WOD's a 5-minute climb the ladder. I'm going to start with 2 alternating dumbbell or kettlebell devil's press. So 1 on each side. Then 20 double unders, penguin claps, or a 100-meter sprint. Then you're going to go 4 devil's press, 20 double unders, 6 devil's press, 20 double unders. So the 20 double unders or the sprint remains constant. You're climbing the ladder with your devil's press. If you're feeling really good and you want to scale it up, you can use 2 dumbbells and do a double regular devil's press as opposed to a single alternating. So I also posted the scores for the rounds depending on what numbers you hit. Devil's press goes up by 2 every round. Double unders and or sprint, whatever that cardio is, or penguin claps, remains the same throughout. It's just 5 minutes. So in that stimulus, we want to pick a pace so that we're not taking breaks in those 5 minutes. We just want to keep moving. We have about just under 3 minutes of rest left. Get some hydration in going. Get your weights right, get set up for this workout. We're going to do that. 5-minute climb the ladder, and then have a nice 5-minute mobility to end us off for the day. I'm going to jump rope. Hopefully my double unders are good today. Yeah, burpee. Yep. Alternating arms if you're using 1, or you could use 2. This is a countdown from 5 minutes. Got about minute 45 left of rest. We're going to take that time just to let our body recoup, because that complex was legit. Am I doing 2? And this is such a short workout, I probably won't do any stopping and coaching. I've seen you do your devil's presses in warm-ups and in plenty of other workouts, so I know you all have it. Again, just in case you're watching at home, the devil's press, you go all the way down to the ground, touch your chest, come up, and then snatch that weight up for a single alternating. You'd switch hands. If you're gonna try 2 dumbbells, same thing. Just come up and hike them both up. So that's okay too. And then you're gonna hit that cardio of 20 double unders in between, or penguin claps are a really good substitution. 30 seconds. We're gonna get going. I'm doing singles today. Woo! Couple deep breaths to get going. And we are going to start in 10 seconds. We're going with climb the ladder, 2 doubles press, 20 double unders, 2, 1, go. Going up by 2 every round. Move at a consistent pace. 2 minutes in. Halfway. Try and keep transition time short. Get right on it. Minute 15. Thirty seconds. Two, one, time. Okay. Woo. So I posted the times in there. If you finished the devil's press and the double unders or the run, that is equal to your rep count. So I just finished the double unders for my set of 10s. So I got 130 reps there. If you didn't finish that round, go back to the previous round and then add on what you did. So if you got done with 8s and started into the 10s, you would do 100 plus whatever you got done out of your 10s. Woo! That was a good one. I love those climb the ladders because it's really just about finding a steady pace and holding on to it. Can only get through those devil's press so quickly. That's a time-consuming move. All right, grab a little water, a couple deep breaths, and we're gonna do 5 minutes of mobility to end off here. Moves that we've done are little twists on moves that we've done. All right. So let's just first kind of slow down our breathing. So a couple deep breaths, spread your legs out, feet apart. Just kind of bring them in, breathe in and out. In and kind of bend your legs out. Just in as we're going up. Reach high. Stretch all the way up to the ceiling, get up on your toes. And breathe out. And in, drop your left hand and lean over, shooting your right hip out. Look up at the eye of your elbow. Breathe in, bring them both up. Drop to the other side. All the way down to your hips. And up again, one more time on each side. One more to the left hip going out. Whew. All right. Now we're gonna hit the floor and we're gonna start off with that puppy dog pose for a minute. And it's kind of like in between downward dog and child's pose. So I'm on my knees. And I'm reaching out in front of me like a downward dog. Sending my head down in between my arms and shoulders. I'm up on my knees, not sitting back. And my forehead is not touching the ground. I'm pulling back through my lats. So you should feel this in your shoulders, your back, traps, shoulder blades all across your scapula, into your lats. Just breathe. Three, two, one. From here, we're going to thread the needle, which we've done before. You send that arm through. And actually, if you're feeling good, we're going to do a variation where you actually just get prone and thread the needle laying down all the way. If that's too much for you, stay on your knees. But you're laying across your arm. You should feel that in your shoulder. You could also play around with the rotation on your hand to see if that gives you a little bit different stretch. And then I'm reaching with my left arm to try and keep my shoulders square and keep some pressure going down. And just breathe. Again, if this is too much, go up onto your knees. Three, two, one. Just kind of roll out of it. And then we're going to switch arms. Send that left arm through the right side. Position yourself, reach with your right hand forward. And think about squaring your shoulder down to the mat, keeping your hips square. Again, you can play around with the rotation on your hand to see if that hits your shoulders. Like if I turn my thumb towards the ceiling, I feel that more in my rear delt where I need it. Also play around with the positioning of your arm under your clavicle. And just breathing in for 4. Okay, roll out of it. Now for the last 2 minutes, we're going to go into a very nice, easy, standard forward fold. So legs are out in front, toes are coming back, arms up, and just roll down and over. Just go where you can. Relax your upper body completely. Fall into it. I'm keeping my legs internally rotated so they don't flop out too much. That makes sure I'm getting certain parts of my hamstring that I want to hit. As you breathe out, go a little further, reach for your toes. Just let your head hang heavy. Breathe in for 4. Hold for 4. And then breathe out for 8. We're just staying here for another minute. This is good for your hamstrings as well as your low back, which we definitely taxed today with that complex. All you have to do is breathe. Two, one. Just roll out of that nice and easily. Once again, great job. If you have a roller or a lacrosse ball or something with you at home, I would definitely recommend hitting that up again later. Back, glutes, hamstrings, all your posterior chain would benefit from that. As always, thank you for joining me. It's one of the best parts of my week. Hopefully this is the best part of your day today. Not that I think the rest of your day shouldn't go well, but But we'll be back here next week. And in the meantime, good luck, move well, and take care of yourself.
All right. Thanks so much.
All right. Have a good
Bye.
one. Thanks.